What's up, guys? Well, this isn't quite a RC car video, but we're gonna get the old Massey Ferguson 135 fired up today, I hope. Tractor runs beautiful. This is one of the best running tractors I've ever been on. I mean, she's awesome. But the starter is back to clicking. It did this last year, the old starter. I had it on the other side of the yard and it started clicking, you know, and I tried jumping, it wouldn't do nothing. So I left it parked for almost a year, maybe 6-8 months, and then went out there one day and I hit the button. I tried it many other times, but I just went out, hit the button, it fired right up. You know, I was like, well, shit. And then it kept firing up again for a month or so every time I needed it, but then parked it right here and that was all she wrote. It's clicking again. So we're going to clean all the battery connections, the terminals on the starter, off the starter. We're going to take the solenoid apart if we have to. And if we can't do it, then we'll just go get another one. I know the battery's fine. This battery is kick-ass, actually. It's been in here a while, but no matter how long it sits, it always turns right over, usually. But it's still clicking strong. I've already checked it with a voltage meter and stuff the other day. She's good to go there. So as you can see, we got a little bit of corrosion. It had a connection, I can tell, because there's still copper on the bottom. So we probably had a good connection, just not the best. But I just fixed my lawnmower yesterday, and that was the whole problem with it, was not a very good connection on the terminals where they were corroded. So we're going to try this one as well. So hopefully we can get my driveway graded out and get some gravel brung in. I've been waiting and waiting because I got to smooth it out first. So that's our projects now. We got 2 bathrooms to remodel, gravel going in the driveway, and then we're starting the kitchen. So probably won't be buying RC cars for a little while. I'm gonna try to squeeze some stuff in there, but you know how it goes. So anyway, we're gonna try to get this starter working. Let's see what happens. So all right, here's where we're at. All this time with that starter click, well, my lawnmower's been getting to where it just did not want to turn over with a brand new starter. It would just kind of crank barely or turn over slow. And yesterday I cleaned all the battery connections and got the battery charged, and it actually worked on my lawnmower. So I come out here today, nothing but clicking still. So I took apart all the connections on the battery and on the starter. And as soon as I put it back together after cleaning them, it turns over now, but the battery is low. It's not all the way dead, but it's low enough it won't crank over. So these are the worst jumper cables known to man. They're like $5 probably at the dollar store. So if this doesn't start it, I'll just have to put it on the charger and let it go all day. But heck, if it's cranking over, I know it's good. This sucker runs like you wouldn't believe. So I gotta get air in these tires. So anyway, we're just gonna go over and push the button for the fun of it. If I can get around the thorns, stand beside it where I'm safe. It should be in neutral. I checked again. Let's just go for it. Right on, right on, right on. All right, there she is, just purring like a kitten. I mean, check them connections. Just because you might have a terminal that looks good and everything, they still get rust and corrosion behind them after sitting for so long. So I'm glad I come out and done that, like I say. And I know a lot about mechanic stuff. I'm not like a, you know, I'm pretty good on mechanic stuff, but I just didn't come out and do that for a long time until I did it on my lawnmower, and I was like, well, hell, let's give her a try. And sure as shit, bad connection. But when it just started working last time on its own, I kind of thought that the starter was just kind of, the solenoid was going bad. So hopefully it starts all the time, because I'm getting ready to start smoothing some gravel. As soon as I get all my tools put away. All right, it's working like it should. Let's get her done. So all right, guys, again, I know it's not an RC video, but it is something, working on stuff, and that's what I do. That's one of my most popular videos on YouTube, is changing the headlight bulb in that car, because you got to take the whole bumper off, the bumper cover almost, which I didn't do. And I showed a shortcut around it a little bit. You know, you still got to remove everything and loosen it, but it's super simple. The garage wants $150 to change your headlight. So that's been a really good video for me. Anyway, just clean your battery connections on all your stuff all the time. You won't have the problems I had. This thing sat, like I said before, it sat for 6 or 8 months out back here, and then it fired right up one day. So I assumed the starter just got lucky and it started working again. But all I did was clean the connections today, and it put it back on track again. So hopefully it stays running. Now I gotta get some more diesel fuel before I run out or something. I ain't checked it. And yeah, we're getting rid of this puddle finally. I can't do nothing until it dries, and I can't go through here grading it down. My big intention before was to just keep knocking it down so I can put gravel once it was even and fill it back in. But right here where that pole is coming across to my garage is a big 220 power, you know, 240 volts, whatever. So we can't go digging down deep. I've already found the wire before, and it's under the puddle, but it's down there a ways. So anyway, we have to fill this in, I guess, with some crush and run when we do the driveway. I ain't sure, because if we just put dirt, it's just gonna start sinking all my crush and run down. So anyway, please like and subscribe. Till next time, peace.